What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I am back again in New York City only for a little bit. I'm heading back abroad. I just came here to take care of a few personal business, but I thought I would do like an update video to see what is happening here in the city, what is new. You know, I've been out here for a few days, but was recovering from a jet lag, but today I thought it was a good day for me to head out. A lot of cherry blossoms there in full bloom right now. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna head towards Branchwood Park to cover the cherry blossom over there, which is the park, I think, with the most cherry blossoms in the States. But I'm out here, you know, by Greenwich Village in New York City. Like I said, it's been a while. There are some things that I miss, some things that I don't miss, you know. But I wanna see, I feel like it's a reverse culture shock for me. Because I already, whoa, that too. I've been already a while in Asia, so here we are back again. Already missing home in Asia, but we're gonna walk around here, do like a little vlog, a little tour of the neighborhoods that I know. So we're gonna start heading towards Washington Square Park, one of my favorite parks in New York City. And then we're gonna start making it towards Midtown. And probably later, I'm gonna see if some of these food joints that I used to go to still open and have some food. I think I'm ready to eat today. I was still recovering from the jet lag and my eating habits were not good, but without further ado, join me. So far the city is looking lovely, like always. You know, it's in the spring season. And you see, yeah, I guess some things are still flowing normal despite what's going on around the world. And it's a month of April, but it's actually a little bit colder than the average weather. But right now, I mean, because I'm invested in a good jacket, it doesn't feel that bad for me. It's kind of bringing me vibes when I was back in Armenia. Like the same vibes, the jacket, of the people, but this area is actually a little busier than what I was expecting it. But let's head towards Washington Park to see what's going on. Reverse culture shock, even though I've been here for 15 years. I forgot that people do jaywalk out here. It's a busy, fast-paced, going city, so no matter what time of the year it is, people are out and about. You know, they keep moving fast, so I think that's my first adjustment since I came back from Asia, coming out here. Because in Asia, people are just more chill, but over here, people are on the go and pretty busy. So here the temperature is 48 Fahrenheit. So a little bit colder than usual, you know. And we got the, oh, this is a supermarket now? This must be new, I don't remember seeing this. Right by the subway station, and the basketball court should be around there. So yeah, I do miss the architecture that we have in New York City and the action. But even when I was in Asia, I've been to Taipei, Bangkok, Manila. There are busy cities and the people still seem to be like more chill, like they're not really like in a hurry, they walk slow over there. So like I say, despite me living around there, I think that's one of the things that's taking a hard time for me to adjust. The slow pace, being out here in the New York City area, I'm always like on a hurry, on the go, but I think also because I got long legs. So yeah, but things are looking pretty neat out here today. See, it's sunny. Surprisingly, the sidewalk is clean, so that's another thing. I want to see, you know, what much has changed, but I can't judge this area. New York City is just massive, you know, 5 boroughs. Even Manhattan alone, I want to see how the vibes change when I start making my way towards Midtown. And the last day that I'm out here in the States, it's going to be 86 degrees. That's pretty warm, so I guess that's like a pretty good farewell for me before I head back to Asia. But then when I go back to Asia and the Philippines, it's literally summer. It's going to be like over 100 degrees, which is over 40 Celsius. But I am all for it now. So one more block and then we'll make it towards Washington Square Park. As a matter of fact, I think before I make it towards Washington Square Park, I'm gonna walk around Bleecker Street to see what's happening, if there's any new restaurant joints, like what are the vibes. But so far, you know, things seem to be okay and normal. You know, a lot of people in the media, they like to make it seem like things are horrendous, but people are out and about and they're still going, pretty busy. And then here's a basketball court, but there's literally nobody playing hoops out here. Every time when I come, let me see, only regular people, but they always do like tournaments and thing out here. And this is the basketball court, and yeah, oh, there's people still playing. So that's good to see. And then you see, so it's pretty busy, it's not dead. Just spotted something that used to be iconic over here, and they closed. I'm trying to remember if this is the spot. It was a papaya dog. They did little renovations, but now it's gone for good. I'm gonna cross the street and show you guys. So here, this used to be a hot dog spot. It's been featured in movies, and this used to be a place that were open, I think 24 hours, and now it's gone. Wow. Even people, when they would go out to clubs, they would come get some food out here. This spot is vacant too, wow. I think a lot of these hot dog joints, they close. But I think some of the best hot dogs that I have is in the neighborhood that I live, Journal Square. Like, those are usually beef hot dogs, you know. It's more like a Middle Eastern style, but they're banging and actually like a pretty good price. But let's see what's going on around here, the vibes. So this theater is still up and running. So that's good to know. What they got here, like a lemonade stand. And then I'm gonna merge into the right. There used to be a Yemeni coffee shop. So I wanna see if it's still there. But yeah, I think this is one of the things I miss about New York, the delis that open 24/7, and they're open, you know, 7 days a week, and you can get yourself a sandwich. Okay, so they got some healthy food stand out here. City's not dead. It's alive like always, and it's gonna get busier now in the summer. But I'm not gonna be here in the summer, you know. I'm already closing the chapter with the city, but I thought I would do a few more videos over here for updates to see what's going on. Now over here is gonna be a busy street, so let's see what are the vibes. Here we got here should be Joe's Pizza. There's no line, but you'll see people queuing up. Oh, and good, the Yemeni coffee shop is still out here too. I had this coffee a few times. Kawan is good coffee though. A little bit strong if you're into strong coffee, but you see a lot of people, so that's how you know it's good. And then this halal joint is actually really good too. The Kebab Express Halal. You guys are gonna there's a lot of halal joints in New York City. You just gotta know where to go. And this one has something that I haven't seen in other halal joints. They have a tandoori over rice, you know, that's pretty rare to see it in other places. So I had it a few times and the prices were decent. I don't know if the prices has gone up because I've been out for almost half a year, but like I said, I'm literally just doing like an update video to see what's happening over here in the States. So let me walk like one more block and then I'm gonna turn back and head towards my favorite park. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be busy over there with a lot of youngsters and a lot of action going on right there. This is it, iconic Bleecker Street, known for restaurants, shops, nightlife. You guys love food, you know, this is a good spot to come. And architecture. I mean, you just can't get enough of the streets of New York City. So I had to put the hoodie on. It's getting a little bit cold for my basketball head and my small ears. So at least a hoodie covers it up. But now I'm gonna head towards the park to see what's going on and work on my cardio, start walking towards the Midtown area. So now I'm gonna make it towards MacDougal Street, and I kind of forgot what it was to be in diversity. Like, I'm walking around here and I'm seeing why I always love the city no matter what it goes through. Like the people, the vibes, the diversity, and everything. But like I say, nothing lasts forever, so I had to move on to the next chapter in order for me to grow and be happy. But this city will always be my home no matter what. Even though I'm not originally from here, but I contribute a lot to this city, and I guess I'll just visit whenever I get a chance. But for now, just a few more videos here and then back again to Southeast Asia. And I appreciate everybody who's been watching me since my beginnings and stuff, you know. And for the new people also, welcome. Thanks to you guys, you know, I have this channel and I'm able to do what I do. So far this is MacDougal and it's not too busy now. Let's do a little walk, see what's going on. Usually when the weather's warm, it's busy out here, or in the nighttime. It's known for affordable food, restaurants, cheap options. I also forgot what was the smell of ganja. As you know, it's legal out here in New York, New Jersey, and a lot of states. It's been a while since I smelled that, but I think, you know, I used to be used to the smell of it, but since I've been abroad where it's illegal, now when I smell it, I feel it like strong, like it hits me. So I guess the body's literally, I guess the body is like literally adjusting to it. Yo, that kind of reminded me when I was in the Philippines, she waving at the camera. This is one of my joints out here, Berlin Doner. I used to eat, but yeah, not really much action going on, so now let's hit Washington Square Park to see what's going on right there. And now I'm passing by Washington Square Park. There is people out here, but it doesn't seem to be busy like it usually is. But like I say, it's a little bit colder than the average. But I think in the next few days, it's gonna be 70s, 80s. You're gonna see how busy it is. And also they have the cherry blossoms going on right here. So gonna go there, get a couple of shots, and then we continue on our walk all the way up towards Midtown. See, people and families just chilling. This is a park for everybody. Once again, I mentioned the media, I always try to seem like this park is horrendous. And there are some things that happen here, but it's not really that bad. It's actually a wonderful park. University students come here if you love art. A lot of artists, they hang out here, they perform. Seems like they touch up the park, I don't know. Or just being too long. And there's music going on too, so. Then I hear some music and I'm not sure if it's a DJ, and then people are literally dancing to it, so. I've seen some of those in Instagram, but it's not that guy, it's somebody else, but you can see the cherry blossoms. Then here, I never get bored of this view right here. Wow, DJ and everything, look how busy it is. And this is the iconic arc right here. Wait, they got graduations going on? Wow, because I see somebody wearing the toga, purple color. Interesting, and then you see a couple of cherry blossoms right here in the back. So not much going on in the park, so gonna head towards Union Square to see what's going on, and then probably shortcut by Broadway, and probably hit Madison Square Park and go with the flow and see what else can I find out here. So a lot of these buildings are New York University, so you're gonna see a lot of college students with the purple logo of the university. And this over here would take me straight into 14th Street. And then see how beautiful the architecture is out here. I think New York City is one of the icons of architecture in the States, and probably in the world too. Well, a lot of European cities, but over here, like every single street that you walk, not only in Manhattan, like even outside in the boroughs, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, it's like you get distracted looking all over. And like I said, a lot of movies, they film it here in the city, so might be also another reason why a lot of people, they want to visit out here. Here you see what's going on. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I can't really do like much of a statement because I've only walked a couple of blocks, but my impression is I'm seeing the city kind of cleaner. But let's see when I make it towards the Penn Station area. I know it's gonna be different, but yeah, that's one of my first observations. Like I noticing the streets are cleaner over here, neat. You know, even though it's a nice area, it didn't used to be like that. You would see like litter and everything, but see over here, it's looking nice. Let me see what the street looks like. See? So far I got no complaints. Like I said, I've only walked like a couple of blocks, so let's see what happens. Another thing that I think is culture shock, even though a lot of places that I go, people dress nice, but the fashion out here in New York, like a lot of people, they got swag. And I'm noticing a lot of stores right now that sell some good outfits, but people really got a good taste in dressing out here. But don't get me wrong, the city of Yerevan in Armenia, I say most of the people, they dress nice. Even the elder people, like, yo, they know how to dress. They wear perfume, cologne, they smell good, hygiene. So Armenia can really compete in level of, in level of fashion, like New York City level. Not sure what I'm gonna see here today, but like I say, it's been a minute, so just trying to reminisce my old times when I used to live and work around here. Like I say, like an update video, and then I can leave back to Asia in peace. I already conquered over here. So far, they got the market in Union Square. I even forgot about it, but it's still going on over there, but it looks smaller than the other times. Then, that's another culture shock. The ambulance and the police passing every time here in New York City, but that's normal out here. Yep. It's been a minute since I heard the noise like that. But it feels good, you know, it feels good to remember it at least one more time and feel the vibes out here. For here, Union Square. Seems like Union Square is actually busier than Washington Square Park. A lot of vendors and everything out here. But yeah, this is the main plaza. Years ago, when I was starting to work in New York City, this used to be my hangout spot. I will hang out here and just chill. But now let's go, this is the station. But now let's go see what's happening in the market. So it seems like people transfer here now in terms of market. It used to be pretty busy in Washington Square Park, but it seems like they cleaned that up and now this is the spot for the people. Not sure, I just came back. But these are my observations. Like I'm just telling you what I see, and then ahead of here is the organic market. I forgot what specific days they actually do that. But yeah, it's happening right here. So pretty much the same stuff, you know, nothing crazy, organic. For anybody who buys it, they will love this, but you know, like I'm seeing all of this, so I'm just like, another regular day for me. But this used to be actually busier before. But it's still good to see that it's still going on, you know, pretty strong. You start seeing the buildings kind of Midtown. So they sell, you know, like I said, a lot of organic stuff like food, some veggies, teas and stuff. There's more ahead of me. Yeah, but not busy like it used to be. There was times where you would be bumping people to people, but it's still good to see that it's going strong. But they do a lot of these markets all over the city and even in New Jersey. So it's a good way, you know, to hang out and get your fresh products out here. I think some of the products that they sell out here, they come from upstate New York, like, you know, a little bit outside the city. Yeah, I see here Hudson Valley, which is a little bit up north in the state of New York, so they bring them out here. So like cold apple cider. Wow, those apples, they look dope. $3.50 for apple cider. Little bit carito on the pricier side. And then here we got more. So these Uniqlo was literally trending in TikTok the other days because they opened it up and there was a line of people to get in when they got literally like 1 million of Uniqlo here. So I really don't get to buy the people. I heard it was maybe they were giving some cheap stuff or some freebies. I don't know, but that's just crazy, man. Like people just line up to get, I don't know, anything out here, but it is what it is. This is Broadway, one of the longest streets in the world. And over here in New York, some of the nicest streets too, whether you're in Lower Manhattan, Midtown, or Uptown, the architecture is pretty gorgeous. Literally goes all the way up towards the Bronx. You'll see restaurants, you'll see architecture. Like over here, look at the buildings. Oh, they're already setting up all the seating area for the nice weather. So no matter how many times you walk out here, you just never get bored. Or the vibes, the city and the architecture, you know. Gotta love it out here. Another culture shot, literally hearing the subway train line passing underneath the road. That was probably the R train that goes throughout Broadway. I haven't taken a train in a long time. I don't know. Maybe later I'll take it or in the next few days, but I think the public transit in other countries and other cities are better than here. Even though here it works 24 hours and it gets you where you gotta go, it's just that in other cities it's more efficient and cleaner and safer. So, you know, I feel like New York City, they should put their money in repairing the subway lines over here. How can I forget the famous steams? They're pretty much more calming in the winter season, but I literally just forgot about that. And it's surrounded by some of the nicest architecture that we got right here. Gonna cross the street to get the other side of this one. But that's it right there, you see the steam? And they got plenty of these all over the city. Now, it's been a long time and it's crazy. Even till this day, they haven't fixed the Flatiron building. Well, I don't know if they're renovating. I see a little bit of more developments comparing to last year, but they're still working on it. And there used to be some of the icons of this district out here. This is the Flatiron building from the back. So yeah, it seems like they are fixing it. But I think I heard they were gonna turn it into like luxury apartments. I do see a decoration like ahead of me. But this building is some of the major icons of New York City. Like a lot of people, they would stand by 23rd Street and Broadway and take a picture of the building. It's a beautiful architecture. Here's the building, but the sun is literally like blocking it right here, so you can't see much. And then they set up like some outdoor sitting areas right here. And then this ugly building that they built all the way there at the end that is blocking the view of Empire State Building. Insanity, man. I don't know how the hell they allowed that building to be popped out there, because it's blocking like a beautiful icon building, probably one of the most famous buildings in New York City. But this is it, you can't see it clear because the sun is kind of blocking me the view, but it's still renovating the building, so not really much you can do. Since it's the spring season, you see how they decorate the flowers out here. So here it seems like they're setting this up. I wonder what it is. What's this for? And then over there, the original Shake Shacks. The first one they opened and then they expanded all over worldwide. What's this? Well, they're gonna be in the exhibition, but like I say, everywhere in New York, there is something going on. So right now it's not too busy here in the park, but it's looking lovely, the park, with the sun, the people, everything. It's surrounded by beautiful architectures. So yeah, here you can see a little better view of the Empire State Building. Now I'm just gonna go over here and I'll probably merge into Koreatown. And here we are in the iconic Fifth Avenue. It goes all the way to Washington Square Park and Central Park. So just walking a little bit of it, and then I'll probably check out Koreatown. See, the sidewalks is pretty nice. And I love the street art, but I just don't like this thin building that they build. It gives like a really bad taste, you know. And then here you can admire the Empire State Building. At some point, it used to be the tallest building in the world, like decades ago. But a lot of other buildings they took over. You just can't really compete with history, with old architecture in a building like this. It's just pretty nice. The icon right here. You can never get bored of this building. Okay, New York without the Empire State Building. One more block down is Koreatown, one of the spots that I used to go and eat, especially in the food court. So let's see what's happening, if anything has changed out there. Probably gonna be busy, but we'll see. Well, it's good. They still got the market in the corner in the skinita that they set up. And over here, because we're in Midtown, it gets busier in this intersection with the people, because a lot of people want to go all the way up to the observation deck of the Empire State Building and get some iconic pictures of New York City skyline. So you got the market open all year round. And then more ahead, this is Koreatown, which is literally like a block or two, 32nd Street. But they do got some, they do got some cool restaurants. And the food court is here, food gallery. Yeah, here it is dirty, the street, comparing to the other streets I was filming. So I guess in this side, not much has changed. And you can see Penn Station at the end. Come here if you want some good food, cheap. It's a food court, but they have many options. Let me show you the window too. Like steaming food. The best day to go there and eat are during the weekdays, during daytime. If you go on a weekend like Saturday, Sunday, even Friday night, busy. So it might be a little hard for you to find like a sitting spot. But so far it's pretty quiet, it's not too busy out here today. But let's see what happens in Herald Square. Herald Square is always busy because it's like a shopping district. I didn't film the moment, but I saw some things that happened that I don't miss from here. Like when people be talking out loud and yelling in the phone. You don't see that pretty much abroad, but here it's common, you know, free country. But yeah, I don't miss none of that. There was a worker, I guess he was in his break, and he was like literally shouting, I don't know, I guess to a friend or a family member on the phone. So I guess the stress level of the people and the anxiety. This over here is new. This was not here the last time. Mitsu, I love you. What's this, like a boba tea joint? Must be good because it has this line of people queuing in to get a boba tea. That's another thing. Koreatown is famous for the boba tea, and now they open like a new one right here. So maybe throughout my stay here, not today, but maybe I'll give it a try. But here, see, look at the line of people. So you know when a place is good when you see a line of people to get in. And then here, like always, Herald Square is always busy with people. And you got a subway connection here, the PATH train line. I'm actually getting hungry, man. But see? And then Macy's is over that way too. So a lot of tourists, like always, you know. Good to see it. Good to see that New York is still standing strong. And this area used to be filled up with street vendors, so they clean it up. Yeah, I remember this. All of this here used to be packed. Also 34th Street. Not sure if it's still happening, but yeah. So yeah, I'm kind of seeing some changes. And this is the iconic Herald Square, which is always busy and popular. And the famous Macy's right here. So I do see some vendors on 34th Street, so I guess it's still happening. Hustle and bustle, New York City. Visitors, but a lot of people, you know, working and in and out to their days. So pretty much repetitive routine. One of the reasons why I decided to resign and go abroad to try like new adventures. Talking about job, I want to walk and show you where I used to work. 37th Street, that was my job for, I think almost like 12 years. This was the block that I used to work for 13 years on 37th Street. And I want to show you the property that I used to work and the company that I used to work for almost 15 years. So it feels different looking at it from another angle, but I'm grateful for this company because it provided a lot for me. So this was my job right here. Spring Hill Suites by Marriott. It was a good job, good pay, good money. But like I say, nothing lasts forever, so I had to do what I had to do some changes in my life. So I literally ran into a friend. It proves you how big, but how small New York City is. It's a line of people out there. I think there was a like laying the nest or something like that. It's crazy that you got an amount of people looking at that, but yeah, I made it over here to Bryant Park. Feels good to run into friends. And this is not the first time this happens, you know, no matter how big of a city it is and where you walk, what are the odds of me running into somebody that you know? It's a big city, but small city at the same time. And here you got the fountain, oh, it's on. And the green grass that they put every single year. This is the grass, the New York Public Library, and the Summit Vanderbilt, all the skyscrapers out here, as you can see. So since it's rush hour, you start seeing more crowds out here. This is Midtown. So people literally getting off of work and heading towards their form of transportation, like whether it's the subway, the rail train. So over here you see a busy, everybody walking. Like I say, it's always a busy city out here, no matter what. Look at this thin, tall building that they build up. It's crazy how they build pretty thin, super tall skyscrapers. But yeah, this is the life out here in the States. It's just work, work, work. And then more ahead of me, they have one of those steams, but the smoke is coming actually more powerful than the one that I showed you by the Union Square area. So we're approaching near Rockefeller Center. I wonder if they still got the Adele's halal joint. That is always like a massive line. Well, but I think they open at 6 o'clock, so it's not even 5 o'clock yet. But here you see the crowds of people, how they keep going. Busy out here. And this is nice, everybody do what they gotta do, but I think this is one of the reasons why I left too, because it was just every day the same grind, in and out, and nothing was changing for me. Like, I would wake up, I already know how my day was gonna go, how my day was gonna end. And instead of going, I feel like I was just sinking. So it wasn't an easy choice, because like I say, I was with the company for years, and the money was good, but I wasn't happy, mental health wasn't good, so I had to do what was best for me. Then look how powerful the steam is out here, and how people be walking up quickly. Also, in other words, it feels good for me to be able to walk fast. A lot of people, they walk fast out here, so I blend in pretty well. But I gotta get ready when I head back to Asia and slow down my pace of hurry or something like that. Like I said, that's another reality. People here are always like on a rush. It's a super fast-paced environment. I went inside a building of the Rockefeller Center to see what's going on and get a little bit of heater. I'm gonna head towards the street to see if they still got that Urban Hawker joint, which is like a Singaporean food court, you know, and I'm kind of craving some of the dishes, so gonna see if it's still up there and grab one of my favorite bites over there. Let's see how wide the street is. This usually will be busy with halal carts. Famous Radio City Hall. In the Christmas season, this will be jam-packed with people. So I mean, a lot of people, they like to come to experience the magic of the Christmas, but if you don't like crowds, then I don't think you're gonna like it here during the Christmas. Well, let's see the moment of truth. Is the Urban Hawker still here? Kind of craving like the fish with curry and rice and the egg on top. I think it's banging. So yes, the Urban Hawker is still up and running. That's good news. So let me see if my spot is open. One of my favorite food spots is still open. Other spots that I used to eat, like Jakarta Munch, is closed, but it was an Indonesian food joint. Wow, they closed. The food was pretty good. And the price is still, I mean, it's expensive, but it didn't went up since the last time I came, so it's still in the same. I paid 22 bucks. It's expensive for me because I've been used to paying the cheap prices in the Philippines, but here, it is what it is out here in the States, but the food is gonna be worth it. I ordered a grilled fish, so it's gonna be actually really good. I've seen a couple of changes out here. Some joints used to be open, others used to be closed, but yeah. At least the one that I always go is still holding up strong out here, so they tell me to wait for 10 minutes, and yeah, I can't wait to have the food. I'm hungry, man. In other words, it's good that I'm hungry. That means that I'm probably recovering from the jet lag. Because every time when I'm jet lagged, I don't feel really like appetite. So I guess that's a good sign. Got my plate here, like the fish with egg in it. And the food is literally steaming hot, so I'm gonna have to wait for it to cool down. But it's a good combination. They got the chicken, they got fried fish and grilled fish. I prefer the grilled fish better, but they cook it well and season it well, and it goes well with the curry. I think it has a little spice, a little kick to it, and there's some veggies on the bottom, but this is a good food. So now I'm just gonna dig in and take a bite. Got the spoon and a fork too, but I think it's gonna be soft, so probably the spoon is gonna be enough. Got the spoon, gonna get some fish. Look how rich with the curry. Let me get a little bit with the rice too. It'll be a little challenge. Put a little bit of the egg in it, the rice, and the fish combined together, and let's dig in. And then let's see all together. Wow. Good, like, whew, that's a little kick, but it's good. Never lose the flavor, still tastes great like it used to be. So, gonna eat this up and then I'll wrap up my video outside. It's been an awesome evening, you know, checking out any updates and what's going on in New York City. So, I had a good time, but like I say, I gotta go back home to Asia, but it's always good to be back here, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. So that food was actually pretty good, like always, like I say. So, wow. I got outside, now the weather's getting actually colder. But like I say, in a few days it's gonna warm up, so I'll probably hang outside, or probably vlog to see the vibes out there when the weather gets hot. I think I'm gonna wrap up the video over here, you know. Everything, like I say, there are some changes, there are other things that haven't changed, but that was the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.